Question and answering time. So I'm going to try and make this video short and sharp. Somebody's asked me, what kind of diet would you recommend? I recommend the diet which is sustainable, realistic, something you can see yourself adhering to long term. Yeah. Do I recommend going low carb? Potentially. It depends on the person, and depends what you state as kind of low carb. Generally, when I start tracking people's food, I notice they're consuming a large amount of carbohydrates. When I say a large amount of carbohydrates, 50% of their diet is carbohydrates. Now, the big problem with this is 56% of your diet is carbohydrates. You're probably not getting enough protein in, yeah? Protein is obviously going to help build and recover muscle. The more muscle tissue you have, the faster your metabolic rate. If you have a large amount of carbohydrates, especially in one sitting, your body's going to secrete a hormone called insulin. Insulin is going to take the sugar out of the bloodstream, and it's either going to sometimes use it as energy, replenish glycogen stores, or it could get stored as body fat. Now, the likelihood is if you're in a slight calorie deficit, then the likelihood is it's going to utilize that as energy. So from a performance point of view, carbs are good. However, you don't need them to be 50 to 60% of your dietary intake. Yeah, you just don't. The best diet is the one that works well for you. So if you're currently on a low carbish diet, so like less than 25% of your daily intake is carbohydrates, and that's working really well for you, then don't let people tell you anything different. Really, it's not going to be unhealthy to have a decent amount of protein and healthy fats in your diet. Is it necessary? The main factor is the calories, so it's not necessary, but it's better to reduce your carbohydrate intake than it is to reduce something like it's better to reduce your carbohydrate intake than it is to reduce fats and proteins. Yeah, so it's just a bit of food for thought. The best diet is something that you're going to see yourself adhering to long term, and that's it. You've just got to find that diet.